Welcome back, our dear students. Today we are going to have an unforgettable lesson. Zinaida, this present is for you.
Why? Today is not my birthday.
Why wait till August? It's such a pleasure to give presents, not only to receive them. By the way, old English rhyme sounds. Give a thing and take it back. Old Nick will give your head a crack. So, you see, giving back presents is not welcomed.
Oh, so sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome. What about you, our dear students? Do you like to get presents? I think you have guessed what the topic of our lesson will be. Let's view together what we are going to do at today's lesson.
Today at the lesson we are going to point out some tips on choosing the best birthday present.
We are also going to find out about birthday traditions around the world.
To learn new vocabulary dealing with birthdays.
And we're also going to discover the background of birthday traditions.
What comes in your mind when you think about birthdays? Maybe you thought about gifts.
Possibly a cake, treats, and a lot of sweets.
Party decorations.
As for me, I associate birthdays with fun and music.
Oh, besides, one can't imagine a birthday without congratulations.
Oh, birthdays mean magic, no matter what age we are.
Dear student, have you ever thought where the tradition of birthday celebration comes from?
Intrigued when we invite you to the journey through time to the old civilizations to find out who were the first person to decide to celebrate birthdays.
In ancient Greek times, gifts were given to those celebrating their birthday as a way to get rid of evil. They also used noisemakers to help scare away the bad spirits. Perhaps this is where the use of party poppers to celebrate birthdays came from. The Greeks were the first to put candles on cakes to honor Artemis, goddess of hunt.
Until 20th century, only men were permitted to celebrate birthdays in Rome. As for Egyptian pharaohs, they celebrated birthdays on the day of their coronation. It was believed that the Egyptian kings became gods once they were crowned. Thus, they were reborn. You know, nowadays, parents celebrate their children's birthday by giving nice and wonderful presents. Have you ever thought what they are the most popular gifts among different time periods? Or if they have changed significantly?
Interesting. What could I get for my birthday in the past?
If you lived in cave period, you would deserve a nice animal teeth necklace, such as, or some coins that are symbol of great value.
That's a luck that times have changed dramatically, and nowadays we have a wide range of things from household items to modern gadgets to suit the age and interest of the birthday person.
What about you, our dear students? What present is better for you? One well chosen or money?
The best spicy here is care and attention.
It is really true. Sometimes birthdays can bring a lot of surprises and curiosities. Have you ever thought who shares the same birthday with you? Among celebrities. Mine, for example, is on the 20th of March. And it is interesting to find out that the great philosopher Ovidius was born in the same day with me.
Interesting to find it out. I'm eager to know what birthday traditions are unique around the world. Or maybe there are some countries where birthdays are not celebrated at all.
Curious? Then we invite you to very unpleasant journey. We invite you to discover about most unusual birthday traditions around the world.
The first stop is Mexico. Piñatas is a papier-mâché shaped model stuffed with sweets, usually hanged in the garden or house ceiling. The blindfold child hits it with stick. When it cracks, all the sweets fall out to be shared with all guests on the birthday party.
As for China, people here receive gifts of money in red envelopes. on birthdays, family and friends are invited to eat noodles, which wish the birthday child a long life. It is a bad idea to give sharp things as a present in China.
Ear-lobe pulling is a common tradition in Hungary, Italy, Brazil, and Argentina. As for England and Ireland, they have bumps, but in Jamaica, they just throw flour at face.
In Denmark, there is a custom to get your nose greased with butter for good luck. The slippier your nose is, the harder it is for bad luck to catch you. Parents also put a flag outside the child's bedroom window and arrange gifts around his bed at night while the child is sleeping.
In Vietnam, you're never in danger of forgetting someone's birthday, because the Vietnamese collectively celebrate their birthdays on New Year's Day or Tet. For birthday presents, children are given red envelopes filled with lucky money. The money is given in even number, since odd numbers in Vietnamese culture are considered bad luck.
The most treasured birthday tradition can be found in Germany. Here, a young man turning 30 is required to sweep the steps of a local church or town hall to show off how good he is at cleaning. The tradition also dictates that he is not allowed to leave until kissed by a lady.
Certainly, choosing nice birthday gift and following tradition can be tricky, so our next task is a story about how is it important to take into account all the details.
If you are ready, we invite you to learn some new vocabulary that you will meet in our next story.
Poor, having no money.
Well-off, for example, well-off family, that means wealthy or rich.
To pity, feel sorrow for the misfortunes of.
Threshold, that means a strip of wood, metal or stone forming the bottom of the doorway and crossed in entering a house or a room.
To drop something, let or make something fall vertically.
To wrap, for example, to wrap a present. That means to cover or surround something with paper, cloth, ribbon or other material.
Let's read together. Your task will be to predict the ending. A young student was in love with a beautiful girl. The student was poor, but the girl was coming from a well-off family. The girl's birthday came. The student wanted to give her a nice present. One day he went into a shop and saw there a beautiful vase. He wanted to buy it, but the vase was very expensive. The shop girl pitied him and suggested a way out. "There is one more vase like that, but it is broken," she said. "I'll wrap it up, and when the servant takes it to your girl's house, he will fall down when he enters the room. Nobody will know that the vase was broken." The student agreed.
The day of the birthday party came. His beloved received many presents. At last, the servant came in holding his present. But stepping over the threshold, he fell and dropped the box. There was a great noise and everybody wanted to see what happened. Then the cover of the box went off. To everybody's surprise, can you predict what was next? Every piece of broken vase was wrapped separately.
It is right time to check your comprehension skills. You have some true and false statements. Let's see the first one. A young student came from a well-off family. Is it true or false? It is false, because the student came from a poor family.
Let's take another statement. The shop assistant suggested to buy a broken vase. How do you think? Is it true or false? The right answer is true.
The vase which young students wanted to buy wasn't very expensive. As you can see, it is a false statement, because the vase was really expensive.
Next statement. The delivery man dropped the box, stepping on the slippery steps. Was it really so? We have false statement. Why? Because he dropped the box and did it intentionally.
Pieces of birthday vase were wrapped separately. Is it true or false? It is true.
Good job! Now we invite you to vocabulary exercise. Your task is to search for pairs of antonyms that are based on our story about young student.
Poor, well off.
Expensive, cheap.
To drop, to lift.
To pity, to ignore.
To buy, to sell.
To break, to repair. Good job! We hope that you have enjoyed our lesson. It's time to see what we have managed to do today.
Today the lesson we have pointed out some tips for birthday gifts.
We have found out about birthday traditions around the world and its background.
We have learned new vocabulary dealing with birthdays.
Thank you for attention and see
you soon.